I think steroids are as American as apple pie.
Hold on, guys. Gotta make this a little bit better here, a little square, like my boy Jerry Ward used to say. Let's make this square, okay? By the way, I don't know if you saw Jerry Ward's wife make a video. If you didn't, go look on his channel, okay? His BioS3 channel for Jerry Ward. His wife put out a really beautiful video. She talked about me in the video, and I'm grateful for that, but it just shows how much she and Jerry, I love Jerry. Jerry and I used to talk about so much more than bodybuilding. You have no idea. Oh, what such a great man. Such a fucking great man. And to this day, I say prayers for him. And when I say prayers for somebody, I don't mean like other people. I'll pray for you. You're in my prayers. Yeah, I know ways, but you don't even pray. You know what I'm saying? But I do. Okay, as you know, I even wear rosary beads. That's in case some of you people see. I always have them on me. And if you have, I'm going to be doing more podcasts. I just got another gig with A&E Television. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, but it's a second gig, so we start that next week. I'm also going to be on the Zapata. Joe Zapata, his brother has a podcast. You can look it on Zapata brand. We're going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a podcast with them. But I'm going to be doing this channel here. I'm going to be starting to do more stuff, but different stuff. I just don't want to do just bodybuilding because there's so much more. I'm into bodybuilding this much, maybe even a little less. Okay, and the bodybuilding I'm talking about is a lifestyle. I don't give a shit who wins the bodybuilding shows. I used to, not anymore. Okay, you got to understand, it's a matter of opinion. Bodybuilding, who wins a show is a matter of opinion. It's a judge's opinion or judge's, how many times we see a guy who we thought should have won but didn't win, but this guy maybe trains at that guy's gym, so and he's the promoter, so whatever. All I know is bodybuilding's a matter of opinion. Okay, I say it all the time. Competitive bodybuilding, and today I have no respect for IFBB Pro card. Means nothing. It means nothing. Everybody's gay. You don't even have to win your class to get an IFBB Pro card. You understand? When I was younger, very few people got an IFBB Pro card. It's a rare thing. It was an elite thing. Today, everybody's got them. Guys are winning masters classes and using that to IFBB Pro and go into shows, against the real big dudes and get their asses kicked. But it's not just everybody's winning a pro card. I mean, there's girls that are teenagers, that are now I'm IFBB Pro. Who cares? So I'm going to be doing podcasts on here. Okay, on this channel. So like and subscribe. Because I'm going to be doing other shit other than bodybuilding. I'm not going to steer away from bodybuilding. I'm always going to do something big. This is my life, bro. It's my lifestyle. I love bodybuilding. I don't love the sport of bodybuilding. But I love bodybuilding for me. You know what I mean? And it's my lifestyle. It will always be my lifestyle. I've been doing it before 90% of you people watching this were born, okay? Before you were born. I started in 1972. So, before you were born, I've been doing this. Now, let me get to something. A few things I want to talk to you about what you need to do to get to the next level in your, in your training, and why a lot of you guys aren't accomplishing shit, or not getting the gains that you should be getting. All right, first of all, I just want to address a few things. First of all, I just did a video on this channel. It's a short, the one I talked about the cell phone. Okay. Guys on the cell phone. And it pisses me the fuck off more than anything on the planet. I get pro bodybuilders loving the video that have talked to me privately about it. My boy Rory Liedlmeyer, who is like a legend to me, was an inspiration to me. I met him 1981 in Gold's Gym, and he was the biggest fucking guy. Him and Victor Richards was so fucking big to me. I couldn't believe the size of it. But Rory's lines were sick. Anyway, the guy had Mr. Olympia potential, and if he was around today, he could go in classic physique and win a Mr. Olympia. Okay, so if any of you follow Rory on Instagram, you tell him I love him, and he got my utmost respect. But even he made a comment saying, "Dude, you're so right with the with the cell phone thing," because don't give me no bullshit. There's some guys, I don't want to, I don't want to comment too much on that post because the guy's like making excuses. I'm doing my playlist. No, you're not. You're not doing a fucking playlist. A playlist you set before you go to the fucking gym. Okay? And then you train. Who says a playlist? What do you do, a playlist after every set? These guys are sitting on the goddamn machines, and I'm tracking my workout. Dude, what fucking pro bodybuilder? Do you see Ronnie Coleman? Do you see Jay Cutler? Do you see any of those guys track their workout? Well, I'm a beginner and I need to know. Dude, after the workout, you assess the workout. You go in a journal, all right, and you do a journal. I did a journal for years. I can tell you every ounce of food I ate, how much water I drank. I can tell you all that. Dude, from the 1970s into these, all the way up to the 90s, okay? I can tell you, but I didn't do it during the workout. If you're there to work out, you're there to work out. So don't sit here and tell me that you're sitting on a fucking machine holding other people up from doing a set because you're doing your little tracking your workout, okay? That's a mistake. That's one of the mistakes why you're not making gains, okay? Okay, you don't need to track your workout. First of all, that's like that shit. Even my girlfriend is a little guilty of this, okay? With that stupid shit, I did 10,000 steps today with the iPhone. Get the fuck out of here with that. What does that mean? What does that mean you did 10,000 steps? What does that fucking mean? You're going to let an iPod tell you, or not an iPod, your fucking phone tell you, an iPhone tell you what you're doing, how you should be fit and all that stuff? Well, I did my 10,000 steps and I don't seem to be losing weight. What the fuck? Now I'm lucky she's skinny. But the thing is, dude, that's all bullshit. What kind of intensity did you put into those steps? Were they jogging? Were they running? Were you walking? Were you just walking at a slow rate, chitty-chatting? Slow rate, chitty-chatting with your friend? Don't give me this shit, bro. Don't give me this shit. And it's some smart ass. After I made the video about the cell phone, it goes, and there's and so he made the video with his cell phone in the gym. First of all, don't bring the cell phone in the gym. The cell phone stays in my gym bag, okay? And it stays up front, okay? And as most of you know, I have a fucking flip phone, all right? So I used that phone, was my girlfriend's phone, to make that video. I did not use the cell phone. I don't bring a cell phone in the gym. I have a cell phone in my gym bag. It stays up in the front. And it never touches it during a workout. I only use this so if my girlfriend calls me while I'm working out, or my children call me when I'm working out, the only way they're going to get me is wait till I'm done working out. Then I get up there and I'm done. And I check my phone, see if I have any missed calls, because maybe they want me to bring home something to eat, okay? Now, when I filmed that, it was after my workout, and ironically, there was a guy in the gym who was one of my annoyers. It was sitting on a machine going like this, with his fucking phone, and God knows what he's doing. And you fucking people are telling me I'm tracking my workout. It doesn't take you 5 minutes to do that shit, all right, or more. I was going to turn the cell phone, again, it was my girlfriend's, I was going to turn it like this and get him, so you guys could see some, but my friend owns that gym, and I didn't want to piss him off. And I didn't want him to see that and, go, Greg, you can't do that, picking on people, upset, because that guy finds out, he's going to complain, whatever. Okay, but my workout was over, all right? Now, the other thing, some people are like, oh, you look so good without your sunglasses. Stop lying, I'm an ugly motherfucker, okay? And I look like shit. I don't know, sometimes when you stick your face in a fucking camera like this, you don't look too good. And nobody. And if you notice, okay, I don't know, you see the lights? See? It blinds me. I have an eye condition. I wear sunglasses, not because I think I'm cool, not because I think I look good with them. It's because I'm fucking blind in one eye. Well, this eye here, my left eye, is a giant pupil, okay? You see that? Do you see it? Do you see? It looks different. This eye's light, this eye's dark, okay? It never shrinks. Do you see that? What that light does is it gets in my eyes, and I see a big spot after I'm done, and I can't, your pupil, when you look in fucking keep hitting this thing, when you look in a light, your pupil shrinks. Mine does not. Mine's permanently paralyzed. I've explained to you, it was an accident. I'm not going to tell you the whole story here, because Valentino, keep repeating yourself. Anyway, I've told the story before. I'll tell it in another video. I just don't feel like talking about it now. But I got hit in the eye with a wire that blinded me. I've had reconstructive surgery. I had a lens implant, fucking corneal transplant. I've had all kinds of shit done to that eye I can see. I would have had an incredible Hulk eye. Now, can I see the way you see? No. It looks like I'm looking through, like if you look through an empty Coke bottle, a plastic Coke bottle like this, and you look through that, that's what I see out of this eye, okay? But that's better than seeing nothing, because I would have saw just blackness. I would have had an incredible Hulk eye and all that. So I got that taken care of way back when that shit happens. But now, the only thing is I cannot be in any kind of light, even in a store. If you see me in a store sometimes, you see I'm constantly squinting, because even the slightest little bit of light fucks me up. So I have to wear sunglasses, all right? And I can't stand it because sometimes I have to wear them in my own house. If I walk out to the car or if I walk out to the mailbox and it's daytime and I don't put sunglasses on, by the time I get back in the house, I can't see out of my left eye. All I see is a spot. It's almost like it's almost like you cover my eye. That's how bad it gets. I have to wait till it subsides because there's no protection. My pupil doesn't shrink. It stays permanently huge, and there's no protection for my fucking retina. Okay? Capiche? All right. Let's move on. Now, another thing, before I really get started here, too. You know, I see all these young kids today. These young kids, they're on TikTok. Everybody wants to be famous. Bro, you could be famous on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Motherfucker, I don't mean to be cocky, but some people throwing shade at me. Watch me. I've been on regular television. I'll be on regular television right now. I'm working on it right now. So you can shove that fucking up your fucking ass sideways. Alright? Some of you fucking guys, the shit you say, whatever, okay? Now, I see this fucking, I'm not going to say who, but there's a guy who posts other people's shit. Doesn't post his own shit because he doesn't do anything. But he posts other people's shit. You know, and there's a few guys that do this shit. Alright? No names. You know, I see these young kids, right? They're young, fucking jacked. They're all fucking juiced out of their minds. You know, 2 years ago, they were like Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, hey, I'm Pee Wee Herman. Now they're fucking like, yeah, you know? And they're all juiced up. Listen, don't worry about it. Because they won't stay like that. Eventually, they're going to either get fucked up, or when they do go off, they're back to being Pee Wee Herman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, I know some of you guys like when I do the Pee Wee Herman thing. So they're going to be Pee Wee Herman, you know. I'm a little pissed because this one guy, I put a little post up there and he deleted it, you know what I mean? It's not cool because I guess I talked about my younger years in there. I said, and this one kid's really super jacked. I'm not going to mention any names. You guys probably already know. You see these guys on the fucking internet, but I'm going to tell you something. Not one of these teenagers or 21 or 22-year-olds or whatever that are super jacked where 2 years ago they weren't, right? Now, one of them could have beat me as a teenager. Not one. Not fucking one. I was built from my fucking bottom of my feet to the top of my head. I had every body part, and it was perfectly symmetrical and everything. Go watch my younger year video. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. What I'm saying is, these kids are not putting in their time. Anybody, and I mean anybody, girls included, can take steroids. Lots of steroids. Tren, this, that, the other thing. And get super fucking like, I'll rip out your neck and shut down the hole. You know, get super jacked. You know what I'm saying? I know. Listen. There's a trans man who's pretty popular. His name is Buck Angel. I know him personally. All right? He's a good guy. You know? I don't care what you think about that. But I was in a club with my boys and my girl and a bunch of other people and him. And let me tell you something. This is when I was pretty bulky, you know, and you know I was maybe 220 at the time, but he was the second biggest guy in the club with me. He was jack, goatee, fucking, you know, like, you know, and he took steroids. And what I'm saying to you is that anybody could take steroids, bro. I was natural. I trained 23 years naturally. No steroids, barely even protein powder. Only protein powder before a show when I needed it, because I don't believe in all that. And we're going to get to that, and I'm going to tell you how you can start growing. Okay? I'm going to tell you how you can start fucking growing. But these guys, this one particular kid I'm thinking of, no names, super jacked, super built, big, what do you call it, like Nick Walker, like, like that shit, right? 2 years ago, he was like, nothing. Now he's like that. Okay. But, you got a pro bodybuilder sitting there, egging him on, like fucking egging him on. And saying, this kid's gonna be amazing. Listen, all you're doing, you're hurting that kid. You're not helping that kid. He's already on massive amounts of steroids. Now you're feeding him his shit. He gets all excited. I'm going to be fit. I'm going to be huge. I'm going to be Mr. Olympia. So now you're fucking going to make him take more stuff and SARMs and this. And don't believe that SARMs have no side effects. I took SARMs. Okay, I tried them. I was given, my boy Tony Hughes gave them to me. Listen, they're like fucking, someone like steroids, and you definitely get the liver fucking, and everything else. So don't think that you're immune from that. Liver, kidneys, bye-bye. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is this guy was being egged on. This kid was being egged on to work out even more, and, he's going to be a pro. Dude, how about showing some responsibility? How about showing some responsibility and telling the kid, listen, you're huge, you're jacked, but it's not normal to get like that. To put on 50 pounds in 2 to 3 years, it's not normal. Or 75 pounds in 3 years. It's not normal, okay? And you definitely got to be in the my liver's in fuck zone, okay? So why don't we work a little bit more on your symmetry? Let's do less drugs. And let's work on carving it out a little bit more and getting where you need to be. But don't be so apt to take the drugs. Okay? Show some responsibility. Not these pros. They don't give a fuck. Because they themselves are whores in this sport. Do you understand? They'll take anybody and do anything with anybody. As long as they're going to sell a supplement, some fake supplement bullshit. Hey, speaking of supplements, I push this shit, right? I tell you guys, I don't own this. I don't own this. The owner of this, one of the owners of this just died. This is not for bodybuilding. This ain't going to do dick. This isn't going to do dick to make you bigger. Dick. You know what this is? Smart drug, okay? GameFaceSupplements.com. Yeah, Valentino, you're plugging it. Damn right I'm plugging it. I'm plugging it for a reason. Because I believe in it, I take it, but it has nothing to do with bodybuilding. These guys are telling you that their fucking protein blend or some bullshit like that's better. It's going to make you jacked and all this shit. I don't want to say who, okay? Because I'm not going to get in a fucking YouTube war. That's not what I'm trying to do here, okay? But they own a supplement company and, all this other shit. And they're, we're going to sign you, Listen to me. Listen to me. Where did that shit go? I just fucking dropped on the floor. And I don't think the pills opened up. Anyway, that thing is great for brain boosters. Joe Rogan, whatever you call that shit, the alpha brain, same fuck. But this shit's way better. Lion's Mane, the whole shit. Okay, that's for the brain. But it's not going to do anything for fucking, it's going to help you not forget. It's going to make you fucking smarter. It's going to rebuild the brain. But it's not going to do shit to make you jacked. No supplement is going to do shit to make you jacked. What did Valentino say? He's full of shit. No supplement is going to make you fucking jacked. You know what's going to make you jacked? Your ass is going to make you jacked. Getting your fucking ass in the gym and knowing what you're doing. Okay, and training. I did it on protein powder, bitch. And if I could do it on protein powder, you could do it on protein powder. Yes, granted, I had fucking really good genetics. Even with steroids, I responded. I'm a hyper-responder. The minute, if I started taking shit again, I'd be right up there in weight. But no supplement. Don't be fucking fooled by these guys selling you supplements that will make you huge. Okay? Don't be fooled by that. There's pre-workouts. They're all pretty much the same. Okay? They weren't around when I was younger. None of this shit was around when I was younger. When I was younger, protein powder, I took protein powder. I told you lecithin, bee pollen, few stupid things like that because I bought into the bullshit. But it's the same thing like weight gainer. There's never, ever been a pro that I've been around, okay? And I've been around all of them, bro. Not these new guys, guys from fucking, 90s, early 2000s, up to 2010, 15, like that, back. None of them sat there. I never saw one fucking pro take a weight gainer. That's Bush League. It's Bush League. Do you understand that? Taking these supplements is Bush League. Super microionized creatine, super fucking Ugats, this fucking guava root, all that shit. You don't need it. Okay? You know what you need to do? Eat food and train. The only time I've ever seen a bodybuilder take fucking, protein powder is right after the workout when they need to. I need to get either a meal in me or protein. Let me get the protein this way. It might take me an hour to get home and this and that. That's the only time. And that's because your body's an open window after you train, okay? But that is why, that shit works. Okay? Protein powder works. But it's a supplement. It means in addition to. Okay? That's what it means. In addition to food. That's what a supplement means. You're supplementing your food. I trained naturally. No steroid. Didn't even know what steroids were. Half the time in some of the pictures you see up to where I was like 17-ish, I was working out with plastic weights at home. Then I did the Nautilus training, which is one set. Okay, and I did it with, Bob Beff, who was a disciple of, was taught by Arthur Jones. And he only allowed you to do one set in the Nautilus play. And dude, you're going to puke, shit your pants, and all that shit. I already told you that. I'm getting to something, so bear with me. Alright? I want to help you. But you got to understand a few things. You got to stop listening to these guys on the internet. Alright? Valentino, you're on the internet right now, talking on YouTube. I'm not some YouTuber, bro. I don't claim to be like, I don't do personal trainings. I'm not sitting here doing all that shit and pumping it up, train with me and my clients. I don't have clients. I don't want clients, okay? And for some of you who think I don't work, you're fucking nuts. I work harder than most of you. But that's neither here nor there. It's a joke me and Dave Palumbo make on it, but everybody thinks like, everything, I say is like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me. All right, let me get my breath and let's start fresh here.
Grew up reading Muscular Development.
Listen,
They told
it
it to you straight. Greg Valentino told it to you straight. Remember that dude?
Oh
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
huge
yeah.
arms?
Well, he what the inject
Synthol?
synthol in his arms, make them like balloons. Yeah.
Fucked up, but he would tell you the real.
Yeah, come on, Greg.
I had to pick up the game face because it was all over the floor. Because I'm a fucking idiot, I dropped the bottle. Stupid. Anyway, I'll still take mine, I don't give a fuck. Listen to me. Alright. First thing you gotta do is you gotta understand these guys on the internet, nobody has the fucking... There's no app that's gonna work. I've never seen Ronnie Coleman... Hey, let me see the app. You know what I mean? This doesn't work. They're not gonna use no app to fucking do anything. Some keep a journal. I keep a journal like I told you. What you need to do, first of all, is clear your head, okay? Stop watching these guys on the internet where they're giving you, in the gym, training advice and everything. I've done that on the internet to help people. I don't call myself no super trainer, even though I know more than most of them, okay? But I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to get you to buy into me. I'm not telling you go to my website and fucking, I think there is training channel. I don't answer it. I don't. So a lot of you already know that. There's a few of you who've asked me, and I said, sorry, don't do it. What I'm saying to you is my website hasn't been updated in fucking years. Just like the t-shirts and shit. I don't even have those t-shirts. We still put it at the end of the commercial. It's because we like the music. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is don't listen to the guys on the internet. They don't know what they're talking about. You have to listen to your body. First and foremost, you have to listen to your body and stop believing that you have to go heavy all the time. There are certain exercises that your body can handle heavy. Okay? The basic bench, deadlift, squat, shit like that, clean and jerk, snatches, little things like that. Okay? But no way should you be lifting heavy concentration curls, heavy fucking cable crossovers. Those exercises are meant to be isolation exercises. They're exercises that make that muscle, that targeted muscle, do the work. Okay? There's too many fucking guys that are in there. And dude, you walk on your legs. Your legs are involved in every movement you do, whether you twist, whether you bend down to take a shit, stand up, spread your legs to take a piss, whatever it is. Your legs are used just like your arms are used all the time, in everything. So you think that your legs are all white fiber, that you're going to squat 6 reps for, I squatted 500 pounds for 6 reps. You can do that for 1 set if that makes you feel better. But that's not what's going to make you grow. You come to the gym with me. Watch my leg workout. Okay? It'll smoke your fucking doors. You have mostly red fiber in your legs, and you got to get those deep fibers to fire off. And the only way to do that is to go deeper and deeper. Reps is to do reps. You don't do lightweight. Use a moderate to heavyweight, but you got to get reps with it, and a lot of reps with it, and you got to do it clean. My friend was just talking to me the other day. He was telling me how he was telling his son, bro, because his son's like, yeah, I did 500 pounds like 6 times. That's where I got that from. And he goes, hey, I train with Valentino. He's one of my best friends anyway. He goes, I train with Gregg Valentino. And he goes, I seen him take 315 and do it almost 150 times. And he's right. He's right. Let me see you do that, Mr. fucking 600-pound squatter. You can't. You can't fucking do it. You can't fucking do it, okay? I'm telling you, you need to make the muscle do the work. It's okay to do some heavy weights with the squats, okay? It's okay to do heavy weights with benching. It's definitely, to do heavy. But you have to also do the working sets. You also have to go up in the reps and put fire in there. If you fail at 8, you better get another 4 or 5 more. You understand? That's what does it. And on your, as Lee Haney used to call them, rhythmic exercises, he means your secondary exercises, your isolation exercise. That's what he called your rhythmic exercise. Those you need very little rest between sets, okay? I take very little rest. You'd have to watch my workout thing. I do like literally 5 seconds between some sets. It depends on what I'm doing. When I do hamstrings, I got huge hamstrings, 5 to 10 seconds the most between sets on leg curls. I'll do literally 40 sets. Fire, 12 reps, okay? And I'll use 85 pounds for 12 reps, and you go try do that, okay? I know some of you, I curl, I do hamstrings, I've done 200. You fucking Momo. Let me see you. I'll bet you can't do 50 fucking pounds, okay? You do the amount of reps I do with 5 seconds and then do it again. You can't. I know you can't, okay? Start using your fucking head. Stop fucking training with an ego. Stop thinking that you always have to go heavy. Make your muscle do the work. And sometimes adding intensity is by cutting rest periods, okay? With biceps and triceps, no more than 15 to 20 seconds. That's the longest you need to take between sets. So if you're sitting there, I'm scoring my workout right now, and I'm filling in the app, or I'm looking for a song to play. Get the fuck out of here. Throw that fucking thing out the window, okay? All you're doing is wasting your time and somebody else's time who's trying to get on that fucking bench. That's not how you train. Okay? That's not how you train. That is not how you train. When you go heavy, if you're doing a heavy exercise, like a really heavy squat, a really heavy deadlift, a really heavy leg press, a really heavy, whatever, something like that, then I'll tell you, you can do 45 to a minute rest. But don't be taking only 5 minutes rest. Anybody, I can forget about if I took 5 minutes rest. I would walk out of the gym. Okay? But I'm telling you, these are some of the things you guys are doing wrong. I see guys swinging 80-pound dumbbells like this, thinking they're trying to curl that shit. Put it down. Put that down. Stop that. That's not going to fucking build biceps. That's ego. I did the same fucking thing when I was younger with Charlie Gasparino's brother, Jimmy Gasparino. We were training partners, bro. And we used to swing 315. We were really basically snatching a fucking thing like this and shit. That didn't build no biceps, It was all legal. We did the rep ones too. We got reps too with lighter weight, but we did a few sets like that. I'm telling you, you have to make the muscle do the work. Cut your rest periods. Stop sitting on a fucking bench or on a fucking phone. Don't be calling your girlfriend in the middle of a workout. Don't be texting her. So what do you want to do tonight? You do that at the end of the workout. At the end of the workout. You will never see Branch Warren. You will never see Ronnie Coleman. You will never see any of the. Go see Guy Cisternino, who trains like an animal too. He's my best, a very good friend of mine. He's not my best friend, but we're very close. Let me tell you something. I want to see. Go ask Guy Cisternino. Tell him you saw me saying it. See if he sits there fucking texting while he's working out. He'll fucking throw you. He would probably throw you out of the gym. Okay. I'm just telling you. I don't hear that I'm tracking my fucking progress on the app. You don't need an app. I've never met a pro bodybuilder that needed an app to tell him how to train or what his next set should be or what any of that shit. That's all bullshit. That's boo-ha. Okay? It's boo-ha. I never saw somebody that's training for the Olympics say, well, wait a minute now. I did 10,000 steps according to my iPhone. The fuck out of here. Okay? Because you know what? Some days you have it and some days you don't. And on the days you have it, you can do a lot more. And on the days you don't, you got to struggle through it. But you got to get it done. You understand? It's just like calories. You can't count calories. How do you fucking know? Look, I'm on 1,500 calories. I'm really hungry. Yeah, okay. So you're on 1,500 calories. Today, all you did was sit around playing fucking video games, which to me is the biggest waste of time God ever created. I never played a video game in my life. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I lied. When I was a kid, we played Pong and shit like that when it first came out in Asteroids. But other than that, I never played a video game in my life. And I was, that was like lame compared to what you fucking almost do. Anyway. You're sitting around playing a video game all day, watching movies, talking to your girlfriend on the phone, or watching shit on your fucking internet. Then the next day, you're out there, you gotta clean the closet, you're outside cleaning your car, you could maybe cut the grass. The amount of calories is not gonna match. Do you understand what I'm saying? That you burn. You have to go by instinct. Instinctive training and instinctive eating. Okay, if you had a lot of junk, a little sugar, too much carbs, too much fat, you feel a little, you know what I mean? You feel a little... you cut it back, go light the next meal, and then go to night the next meal after. If you've been a little stringy, haven't eaten much that day, you maybe only had some protein and some fat, but you didn't have any carbs, and you feel like stringy and shit, taking a little carbs. It's instinctive. Your body is talking to you all the time. You have to listen to your body. You can't listen to what Arnold Schwarzenegger says in the Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, okay? You can't listen to what Gregg Valentino says in that, whatever that fucking book is, The Essentials of Bodybuilding, that one right there. You can't listen to that shit, okay? That's just an outline. It's a basic how to do thing, okay? It's like you're going to bake a cake. You understand? There's a fucking recipe to bake a cake, and then, but Emerald Lagasa, whatever the fuck his name is, he'll fucking add other shit in there to make that cake taste even better, okay? It's just an outline. You gotta follow an outline. That's all that is, okay? But you gotta find out what's right for you. You know what I used to do when I was young? I used to write down my whole routine. And then I would say, I love this. This really hits me hard. This one here. If it's, I take it out and I put a new exercise in there till every exercise just hits me like a freight train. You understand? I don't waste time doing exercises. Well, Tom Platt said you have to squat to get big legs. Maybe you're not meant to squat. I could squat heavy, but you know what? I used to throw my back out. And then because I have narrow hips and a small ass. And that shit does not work well with, like, guys with wide asses and wide hips and shit. They can squat fucking, a ton. So everybody's different. So for me, squatting wasn't right. Lee Haney used to like to do hack squats. Leg press. Paul DeMeo would even do hack squats as well. He was also a squatter, so don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is everybody is different. No, there is no blueprint out there. And no guy on the internet's going to give you a blueprint. I'm telling you to follow your instincts. Okay, you got to follow the instincts. I'm going to wrap this up in a second here, but I just want you to know, only you can prevent forest fires. Just kidding. Only you know what's right for you. Just because your friend's got this big chest and he likes to do fucking flies, and you do flies and you don't feel them, doesn't mean that, well, Johnny's got a big chest, all right, it's not, but I don't understand it. He does the same thing. We work out together with same weight, same amount of reps, and his chest is yours and mine is, because you know what? It's not right for you. Go do something else. Okay? Kabish? Again, you can't keep listening to these guys on the internet. You can't. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're not you. They can't be in another... You can't have a trainer who's not in the gym with you, literally seeing what you're doing, getting feedback and seeing if you're doing something wrong, or, if you're tweaking something or whatever. And they got to know what they're talking about. So, look, I'm just disgusted with all this shit. And if anybody, look, any of you guys out there, you can take boatloads of steroids, train, this, that, good luck. Good luck, you'll get jacked. Sure, you'll get huge. But you can't stay on that forever. And the minute all of a sudden the liver problems start, and all that other shit, like a lot of other bodybuilders we've seen, and the kidneys go, and the blood pressure's high, once the blood pressure goes high, that's when the kidneys go, and bye-bye liver and all that shit. Then you can't sit there and tell your mom where you go, she's crying because you're fucking dying, okay? And there's no escaping that, so be smart. Be smart. I know you're hungry, okay? But that means, in bodybuilding, if you want a legitimate physique, and one that'll stand the test of time, bro, 63 years old, look at him fucking, I'm still broad in the shoulders and everything, I still got the cannons, I still got, my legs, forget about it, they're huge, and it's a rip, and I'm not taking anything. I take TRT, not all the time. I take it like 3 months on, 3 months off. Okay, I'm about to go off right now. But I take TRT, 200 milligrams with a doctor. I don't do it on my own. I do it with a doctor. I get it from CVS every 10 days. Okay? I have to do it because I destroyed my test. All right? If I don't, I get the test of a woman, but I still never shrink. I'm still jacked. And why? Because I trained 23 years natural, and I already had a killer physique. So once I put the shit in me, I responded amazing. Because well-trained muscle responds better than untrained muscle. So all these guys that look like this shit, forget about it. Okay, that they're not going to be future superstars. Trust me. They're going to hit a brick wall, and they're listening to these internet guys that want to whore them out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving any names. I wish everybody well. I have no ill feelings towards anybody. I actually feel sorry for the kid that I'm thinking of. I feel bad for him because, they get all excited. Here's this guy, he's a pro, owns a company, and saying these good things to you. Oh, you're a superstar, you're natural, and you're sitting there and you're stroking your penis. But that guy should know better. Okay, he should know better. Say, listen, 2-3 years ago you look like Pee Wee Herman, and now you're like this. We gotta take it down a little bit. Too much drugs. We gotta coast. We gotta start building a little bit more quality and bring it down. Let your physique, give it a break. But they're not doing that. So if any of you guys are guilty of that, listen. I know sometimes I come off like a hard ass. Maybe I'm cocky. I'm not cocky. I'm just trying to help you. I'm not making money on this shit. You think I'm making money on this fucking bullshit? Shit. That's not why I'm doing it. Okay. I'm doing it because I do love bodybuilding. I love the lifestyle. So fuck the sport. The sport is gone now. It's not the sport that us old school guys, the guys watching this that are old school like me, that we fell in love with when a pro card meant something. Not no more. Not no more. There's like a couple, 1,000, 1,500 new pros every year. When I was younger, there were 5. 5. Anyway. That's neither here nor there. Alright, so. Alright, I'm going to be doing some shit. I'll keep you guys posted. What's coming up. I'm going to be doing things, but I'm just telling you, I want to do things outside of bodybuilding, okay? Now, yeah, there's some political shit. I know it pisses you off, but hey, listen, you could always skip those videos. You know what I mean? And other shit. I'm interested in. You have no idea. I'm interested in everything, bro. I even like shit like hillbilly fucking banjo music. I like everything. You have no idea. Everything. Everything I like. I find everything fascinating. Okay, I'm big with history. I'm big with, obviously, well, sports. Yes, baseball especially. Yankees, they suck. But, all kinds of shit from, religion to, when I say history, I don't mean like, Civil War and shit, even though I know a bit about that. That's what I used to talk to Ben Weeder about, because Ben Weeder was a history buff, and Ben Weeder wrote books on Napoleon Bonaparte, and me and Ben were like this. I still have his friggin' number on my cell phone. But he was a great guy, Ben Weider. I fucking love that guy. We would sit until I could talk to that guy all day, all night. He was a fucking history buff. He knew everything about the Revolution. He knew Revolutionary War, everything about the Civil War. He knew everything about Napoleon Bonaparte was a fucking expert. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of shit I like. Everything. I like when Joe Rogan talks about other shit other than UFC and stupid shit. You know what I mean? But I like all that kind of stuff. From history stuff to everything. And we're going to be doing a little bit of that. And I like modern shit too as well. Stuff that's going on right now. And I think it's important. It's important to all of us. Some of you don't want to hear that. I'm going to talk about bodybuilding. I understand that. Okay? And we're still going to be talking about bodybuilding. But I want to open this up, in a different way. I'm not there yet because I got to get a few other people to help me involved because, I'm barbaric here. I'm filming on a fucking camera from 2000. You know what I mean? It's, if you only knew, I edit this shit on Windows Movie Maker. You know what I mean? So I'm I'm not the most modern guy. Alright? Alright, listen. I love you guys. Alright? You're a bunch of fucking momos. But I'm a fucking momo too, so we live, we flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. Just keep your chin up. Listen to your body. Don't listen to some guy on the internet that's giving you this fucking bullshit advice and all these wacky training routines and wacky fucking apps and wacky fucking diets and everything like that. It's really basic. Protein feeds the muscle. Start eating a lot of protein. If you got a little bit of body fat to lose, keep the carbs down. It's simple, bro. And keep the good fats in you. You'll be fine, all right? And you don't need a supplement to get you fucking jacked. All right, if you need a little bit of something, maybe a protein powder. I take Species because it's not just because I get it for free, but because it's probably the best protein powder, in my opinion. All right, I know Dave, and Dave is anal about that. He could have got the protein made a lot cheaper, so I used that one. And take the fucking, the Game Face, which was all over the floor. Okay, I take that, but that's for the brain. That has nothing to do with bodybuilding. That is for older guys. We started getting a little memory loss. You can give it to fucking somebody. It's a little chagad in the head, and it might help them. Other than that, there's no reason to take fucking supplements for bodybuilding. I take a lot of shit for liver. I take shit for kidneys. I take all that shit. I've given you I already showed you a lot of the shit I take. In other videos, I'm not going to go out there and grab it all, but I do take a lot of supplements. None are for bodybuilding, though. They're for to keep the pancreas clean, the liver clean, stuff like that. I take a lot of digestive enzymes for the gut, for gut health. I do take Species. I got it right there. I'm not going to get up because I'm going to wind up knocking everything over. I take the Fiberlize every day, once a day. I take shit like that. None of that shit is going to help your bodybuilding. That's this shit here that the Game Fit, it's not going to help you with bodybuilding, but it's going to help your brain. I take things like that. The only thing for bodybuilding I will take is protein, and that's once in a while, and I don't take it every day. I take it when I feel like, holy shit, I either ate like shit today, or I haven't gotten enough protein in me, or I missed a meal, I'm fucking starving, I'm not going to be able to eat for another 2 hours, let me get a protein. That's when I take the protein. Kabish! Alright. I love you guys, bro. Okay? I love you. Just stick to the plan. Stick to what I told you. But don't be fucking doing all this internet shit, because that's bullshit. And I'll never see Ronnie Coleman say, I'm tracking my steps to see, like if I did enough cardio today. No. Get your ass on a fucking bike. Get your ass on a treadmill. Get your ass on the elliptical. And do your fucking shit the way you're supposed to do it. Okay? And you don't need no app to sit there and say, well, okay, I did 3 sets of 5 reps, 10 or whatever, whatever. You don't need that. You'll never see a pro bodybuilder doing that. Never. So, and if you're sitting there on a playlist and you need a new song for every workout, you're not serious. You're not serious, because I don't even hear music when I train. I hear the voice in my head saying, let's go, baby, Stop fucking around. Be good to your girl, be good to your wife, be good to your significant other. Alright? I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Fuck off.